Okay. Let's see. All right. So it's Monday. It is a stream day. It's a bit of a late one. That's because I took a nap. So we are playing a game I've kind of been waiting for a while. This is Tales of Iron 2, Whiskers of Winter. I know the names of play on words because they're all mice. If you remember from a while ago back in 2021, I played this game religiously. And it's like a mouse version of, is my encoder overloading? Hold on, I'm not quite sure what's still going and what's not. Give it a moment. There we go. Yeah, a bit of an encoding overloaded. But a couple years back, I played this game an insane amount to fit the display. Yeah, I gotta make it fit the whole screen. Just pretty much that. Because if we go back on the YouTube channel, you'll see 4 years ago I put the entire playthrough in multiple parts. Oddbug Studio, I love these guys. Now, I will say, this game is like a Dark Souls, but with mice. Yeah, use of a controller is highly recommended. That's what they said the last time, so we got the, PS5 controller right here. This is a highly anticipated sequel, because they announced this like 2 years ago, and I thought, it's... Wow, the encoder really is fucking this game. It's probably just because it's the first time loading into it. That's probably something to do with it. Yeah, I'm assuming it's because it's the first time loading into it. Any button. It's obviously going to be some settings I have to like twiddle around with. Let's see. Video. Full screen. FPS cap off. Gamma. I'm curious, because we have already seen the encoder overload like fucking crazy 3 separate times. Or twice, it seems. FPS cap. Put it at 120? 20 should be fine. Because there's a 144 hertz monitor. VSync on, obviously. Screen size, we already did that. Okay, so the screen size one is an encoding overloader. Just give it a minute. Hopefully. There we go. Yeah, so the screen thing is definitely something. I'm curious to see what settings are fucking this specifically. So let's try that. Apply. Is it going to be windowed or full screen windowed? Ah, I see. Yeah, so we're going to switch that back. And then... Alright, here comes another glitch in the encoder. 2 seconds. There we go. Let's see. Controls. Climb, drop. I remember circle was dodge. Yeah, like in combat, circle is dodge. Heals triangle, parry is L2 plus R2. One-handed melee attack, two-handed melee attack. Yeah, I'm gonna have to relearn all of this. It's been like 4 years. Honor. Oh, in memory of, I'm assuming he's the music coordinator. So let's hope it doesn't do that encoding overloading again. Empty slot 1, of course. Experience the game was originally intended to balance kind of a combination of story and brutal combat, fairy tale mode, and bloody whisker mode. I'm gonna do Tales of Iron mode. Yeah, so it's like every transition, it like fucks the encoder. That's something I'm gonna have to fix. Yeah, so it's like every type of cutscene or transition in the game, it does that to the encoder. So I'm assuming it has to do with DirectX 12. And if it does it enough, it will fuck with the bitrate. That's why we stopped playing Bioshock.
They knew all there was to know of war. Until the War of the Rift.
From the last game.
While the Southern King hid, warm in his keep, the Darkwings cut their bloody trail from frozen north to winter's edge. Alone, the warden and his small garrison turned their whiskers to the icy wind. At the end of hope, in a last barrage, they wiped Batkind from the land and memory. With no sign of the Darkwings' return, in time, few believed them little more than a fairy's tale. But at Mount Cauldron, time had been all they needed. An old enemy claws free of their icy tomb and hungers for vengeance. But not all is lost. King Rattus brings north a cause for hope. A bastard prince, placed in the paws of the Warden of the Wastes to raise as his own. A secret of blood never to be told. Now, fate calls for a hero in a murderous screech. And one young rat will answer.
Is it gonna bug out again?
The stomp of his father's boots on the stair was how every morning began for Arlo. The booming shout to ready himself was louder still. But such was Lord Eivor's zeal at a new day. Dawn was breaking over winter's edge, and Arlo was yet to miss one.
Oh, these are the DLC items. The Lenin, plus 10 resistance. Dull iron helmet. The Gurnison. And there's the Bob Ross. Classic look, resistance plus 10. Let's put on like legit armor. Rough bone helmet. Plus 5 electric. Plus 3 weight. Negative 8 poison. A thin leather bandana studded with fragments of bone. Dull dragger helmet, heavy armor worn by the first rat settlers in the northern wastes. There's a lot of Game of Thrones references in this series. It's like, hell, shit. Whiskers of Winter, the Winds of Winter. You see what I mean. I guess we'll go with bone. This panel shows the combined stats for the Arlo's armor. The resistance stats is the amount of damage Arlo's armor absorbs. Weight stat obviously affects his roll. The mental stats that offer resistance to that specific element. Okay, so. Dull iron armor. Dragger armor. Let's do like the rough bone armor. Just complete the whole set. Then his weapon. So we have Dragger Axe, Iron Axe, Dull Iron Sword. 10, 15, 17. Yeah, I'm actually gonna deal with like the good stuff. So that's a blueprint. Because they're mice, they can't actually talk. So you just hear the grunts. I wonder if you could see your character from the previous game. Like King Remy. Oh, that's a safe zone.
The castle echoed with the horns of the returning hunters, bringing their night's bounty. Arlo's little heart quickened to hear it. The only thrill to be found inside the high walls was a hunter's tales of what lay beyond them.
All right.
Arlo tells himself it's a good life here in Winter's Edge. The bustling of contented rat folk, the crisp mountain air, and without the endless scourge of frogs the southerners suffer. Why should he want for more?
Yeah, because your character from the last game was fighting a war on the southern front against necromancing frogs. Like,
Arlo has no memory of his mother, but Hilda's food was a true taste of maternal kindness. With the right ingredients, she would make meals nourishing to body and soul.
sweet.
Tiki's shop was perhaps Arlo's favorite, as the shopkeeper had wares from far and wide. But getting him to part with his curiosities was never easy.
That's a beetle. A milk beetle.
There was no time for tales of the hunt today. Lord Eivor was already dividing what was an excellent haul, happy to see his people provided for. Arlo longed only to join the hunt, to see the ratdom or even the lands beyond. His father called it a fool's wish. Arlo's destiny was unshakable, much like the keep that would become his by birthright.
I'm not gonna lie, the narration is the best part of this game. And you'll see that, like, consistently. Proof delivery of the goods given to the shop. Hopefully they remember it when it comes to time to trade. Okay. So there's other shops I have to... Pretty much wherever the blue icon is, that's where the mission goes to. I'm assuming that's what I gotta make. Receipt for a good cooking ingredients given to the chef. A good warden never lets the kitchen supplies run low. It's just a warden of the north. You're just like the warden of the north because of who your father was. And he was the king. So you're like the bastard of the king?
Leaf was the rat Arlo most admired. As younger brother to Lord Eivor, his carefree uncle never faced the burden of being warden of the wastes. With walls this strong, his duties were light, leaving him plenty of time for his nephew.
There's one more shop. The blacksmith.
Krunk was a rat's rat, with no interests beyond his forge. If you have the parts, this master crafts rat can make armor and weapons that would see off a sky scorcher bite, or so he claims. Arlo wondered how well they'd do against something that wasn't a myth.
Oh, so he could upgrade your armor. I think the first thing I'm going to want to do is upgrade the weapons. Let's see. Chest piece. Terran's protection. Carved calm. Backbone. Guard captain's cuirass. Could I make that right now? No. Maybe. No. Oh, plus 19, but negative 4 electric resistance. Oh, obviously stuff gets heavier like the more upgraded it is. That's really cool. Aldrin. Weapons. One-handed. Guard captain's sword. Sharp tooth. Woodsman's wake. Spears. Jawblade. Woodsman's worry. Axe. There's bows in this too, if I'm remembering correctly. Remnant's Revenge. Are they implying they want me to... Oh, this one's only costing like... Oh, wait. I see the iron. I see. I can only make one thing. But I'm debating if I want to... I mean, do I upgrade the helmet first? I could actually upgrade 2 things now that I'm thinking about it. So if I'm wearing the bone helmet now... Yeah. Equip now? Yes. Okay. And then for the next thing will be a weapon. Because I believe I have the... It's the bone sword I have equipped, right? Wooden shield. Hmm. Yeah, I have all the bone stuff equipped right now. And I have the dull dragger axe. But so if I have the dragger axe equipped, then I should upgrade the dragger axe. Unless I can't right now. Just circle the dash. Then go back to your uncle, I'm assuming. Natural hunter cap. Equipped now or to the box? To the box. Oh.
The hunters had brought unwelcome news. A family of the reviled creatures ratfolk called Backstabbers had moved into the wastes. Eivor told his son to fetch his weapons.
Where the world map inventory quest log on bestiary located? Hmm. Check for monsters and quest markers. Hmm. Traveling. I love 2D side scrollers like this. There's no reason not to love them.
His father had no explanation for suddenly taking Arlo on a hunt. It even gave the hunters pause. Arlo had been taught to fight, and better than most. But rarely had he been tested. He was determined to prove himself. The rugged terrain of the outskirts could have taken all day to traverse, but Arlo's trusty grappling hook allowed him to swing between its many crevices.
I don't remember a grappling hook. Hmm? Backstabber. Are those porcupines? Those are porcupines. Strength is electricity, weakness is poison. Okay. Finding signs of it.
Arlo liked the feel of a sharp axe cutting through the vines. The wilds
R1.
were part of his home, and nothing in them would frighten him.
Such a good game. But I will say, if it's gonna be anything like the first game, I know for a fact it's gonna be hard as shit. And like in a fun way. In a very fun and like enjoyable way. You know what I mean? Let me just respond real quick. Hmm. Hmm. There we go. And now we back to the game. So I'm still considered like a lightweight from all the stuff I have. Wait. Oh, wait. Why do I have two? Oh, I see what it is. So instead of upgrading the one I had, I was given a second one. Oh, waste of iron, but at least now we know. Yeah. From what I currently have equipped, electric 14, poison negative 41. Is that a resistance? Or is that a... Huh. Yeah, I'll figure out soon enough.
The famous frostberry bushes of the wastes were in full fruit already. Their juice
Oh, there's
made a
my
healthy
flask.
tonic, though Lord Eivor preferred them fermented. His father was a sturdy rat, built for strength, not speed. So Arlo found it curious that he challenged him to a race. The prospect of the hunt had filled Lord Eivor with a vigor that his son had not seen in years, or at least since breakfast.
Oh, the porcupine. So I get the bow.
A warden fights the hardest
Whetstone.
battles, he told
Your
Arlo,
aged weapons razor
and
sharp.
needs the sharpest blade.
R1
With
to change to inventory.
Eivor gifted Arlo his own sharpening whetstone.
Quick select items are that can be used in the heat of combat. Key items are kind of items that are used in quests. Crafting, food. Select the first quick slot. Whetstone. Select the hero's whetstone to add it to Arlo's quick slot. Okay. Okay. Use whetstone. Sharpness provides a meter. When it's active, it provides a buffed weapon damage. Okay. Oh, so it doesn't. Weapons
Whether
don't
these
break.
beasts were named for their spines, or for some past unforgivable deed, no rat knew. Either way, Arlo was about to find himself at the pointy ends of this brood. Even young backstabber Red attacks were brutal, but a well-timed dodge would see Arlo escape unscathed. This backstabber lived up to its name with its deadly white attack, but Arlo's shield could block the deadly spikes.
Forget there's like a kill
This
animation.
young one used vicious yellow attacks. Arlo had to time his parries perfectly.
It's a good tutorial mission. So when you see the yellow above the enemy, that's when you press R2 after holding L2 for the parry.
This mother had left her young to fight alone, but the same could not be said of Lord Eivor as he leapt to his son's side.
Can I parry this?
was Lord Eivor's mighty blade that took her head, but the fight was won together.
Old Hunter's sword, I guess, gets the jobs done. So I'm gonna have to look more in depth about the resistances and buffs and stuff from certain weapons later on. Backstabber hide. Brings toughness to your armor and weapons. Okay. Tough as nails. The hair from the backstabber's head is hard to wield, but it can be excellent crafting material for skilled armor. Backstabber's quill. Gotta make sure to save.
Arlo basked in his father's pride, almost as warm as at the fire inside Winter's Edge.
Clearly it's gonna go south soon. Do they get... Do you remember the Bolsheviks in the first game? It was like the Russian people, but they were moles underground and they were like super futuristic. At least to the medieval rats, at least. They had like 1920s technology.
Triumphant and keen to tell the tale of his son's victories, Lord Eivor set to a night of drinking with the elders.
Oh, it's always at night. You know what I mean? Is the blacksmith still there? No, so everyone's out. I just... From how the first game played, you know what I mean? You could tell exactly how this is gonna go. Right as everyone's celebrating, that's when like the enemy faction just pulls up, and in Game of Thrones fashion, drinking out of a horn. Everyone's getting blurry because they're piss drunk. Am I supposed to keep drinking till I pass out? Getting more and more blurry. Now it's no longer blurry. I guess that was it. Oh, got him.
Arlo was reluctant to return to his bed, wondering how long he must wait to hunt again. The booming footsteps that woke him this time were nothing like those of his father.
God damn, shit's on fire. The fucking bat people. We're just slaughtering it. Yeah, I knew it. A night of celebration means death. Darkwing ear. They're called Darkwings? Or Batwings? Yeah, Darkwings or Batwings, whatever have you. It's always during a celebratory night. That's when the enemies will show up. Like clockwork. Okay.
He had found his father. The warden stood alone, holding back a whole Darkwing army, their cruel Count Kazak leading them.
Father,
His
no.
father charged, but the Darkwing Count was as fast as he was strong. The Winter's crown tumbled to Arlo's feet.
That was so fast.
Now, without a head to rest on.
Count Kazak riding the undead sky sorcerer
There
Vangor.
was no time
Scorcher
to
Vangor.
grieve his father, as from above the Count revealed his greatest weapon, a sky scorcher.
This is literally the
Not a
Night
fairy's
King.
Tale, but an undead beast whose very breath could level kingdoms. And its eye was trained on Arlo. All that came next was a fog of bloodlust, snapping jaws, and the beating of leathery wings.
Was I supposed to lose that fight?
But there could be
Yeah.
no victory.
There's no way I could.
Woke, groggy and warm to his father's shouts. Only he wasn't in bed. The warmth was from the fire that had engulfed Winter's Edge, and the shouts were his uncle's. The only other survivor of the Darkwing attack, Leaf was bruised and his hind paws barely steady. He'd seen villagers flee to the outskirts. Arlo knew it was up to him to make them safe.
Remember my brother who was playing this a little bit earlier, he said that the weapons you get in the intro are all destroyed, I think? Even if they're DLC items? Which I'll have to check again, because that would kind of suck if you like pay extra money for DLC just to not be able to use them. First game it was the frogs, now it's the bats. Oh, dude. Like your whole kingdom is like gone. Your little Night's Watch.
He'd know these anywhere. Krunk's smithy hammer and Hilda's chef's knife. Arlo wondered why they would leave them here.
Yeah, so all that's left is like all the hair stuff. So all like the stuff I had built or made are just gone. Ice resistance +3. The Connolly. Well, they're all the same stats. Charred axe. Short sword. It is kind of funny, I will say. Because, like, we knew how bad it was going to be, right? You see how these look. All these hairstyles are insane. Part of me wants to equip a helmet. There's the Bob Ross with the afro. Charged spear. It's fire damage. That might work against frost breathing bats. I'll equip that. Guess I can't break that yet. God damn it. Bestiary. Bat Scout Archer, Spear, Bat Feral, Undead Sky Scorcher. So those are like fire breathing dead bats. Take a wild guess and say I get that bow. Basic Darkwing armor. Yeah. Would have liked the bow.
With the attack at Winter's Edge, No hunters had come to check their traps. Arlo thought he might find a use for them.
Whetstone.
Arlo had found the reason his friends had fled. The taunting shrieks revealed that this was Baron Frostovik, son of the Darkwing who took his father.
Baron Frostovik.
Therefore, a perfect target for his revenge.
Gonna be waves of enemies, right? Thanks for the following, Olgrok. Wait, hold on, is that Olgrok? Olgrok? Anyway, appreciate the follow, man. Welcome to the stream. I'm fighting necromancing bats. Well, not even necromancers, they're like cryomancers. Oh, fuck. First death. It was expected. At least we saved. This is like a mouse version of Game of Thrones. I heavily played the original. Gotta get back into the flow of everything. God damn it. Yeah, I'm dead. God damn it. Probably should have saved, in retrospect, I should have saved those for the boss. Yeah. Luckily, there's a save point there. Hopefully, I still have those traps. Yeah, I do. Okay. So what I'm going to do is Whetstone. That will give me more damage. Almost got it. There you go. God damn it. There you go. God, this is such an early boss to be this fucking hard. Oh my god. This is like the first actual boss too. Well, second boss. The tutorial one I don't really think counts. So what I'm gonna do is... This has better stats. Ice resistance +3. But -8 armor resistance and +4 weight. So I'm just gonna equip that. It might look ridiculous, but it's better stats. So these all have like fire damage. But this has the least because it's a spear. So I'm gonna equip the charred axe. Can never go wrong with an axe. I could just block that. Yeah, it was doing 7 before, now it's doing 12. Bitch. God damn. This is just the first like legitimate boss. I wonder how hard the rest of the game's gonna be. Getting the hang back into it. Okay. God damn it. I dodged that. Fuck you. I'm gonna die. Yeah, so you have to parry it twice in a row, which is... That's what's getting me. Wait, do I still have poison? Wait, did it break my other shit? What happened? Oh, so it just reloads the last... Okay, I see. It's like 4, 7, 6... So what I'm thinking... Now I save it. That way I don't have to reset anything. So... It's a boss that I am able to beat. Okay. You gonna parry? There we go. They call your boys already? Just to be dodging constantly. There we go. That's right, bitch. Wish I could hit those back at him. Yeah, if you time it even a second too late, you're dead. He's gonna red, right? There we go. Gotta remember that I could sprint. Oh, I killed his bat. Can I parry this? I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. Oh, now I'm dead. Oh, wait. 1 HP, the dream.
His foe was beaten, but seeing what had been inflicted on Hilda and Krunk, Arlo's need for vengeance was only growing.
His friends. That was the intro. All of that, the whole first hour was just the fucking intro.
Arlo suddenly wished to be within the walls of Winter's Edge, to hear the boot and boom of his father at dawn, a sound he realized he'd never hear again. He needed to return.
All his friends, man.
Was left, and to make his plan.
It was literally 1 HP. That's insane. So it wants me to go back and remake what's left from what they said. Winter's Edge, the outskirts. I'm curious. Great intro. He lives up to the name of the last one. Something very similar happened. Instead of like the bats, it was the frogs in the classic game. Yeah, only died like 3 times in the first boss, you know, so I'm not that bad. Oh, I do take fall damage. And no one is alive. Can't move that yet. Pretty strong intro. Then again, this whole series is known for strong intros. And it is, like I said, the second installment. I mean, fire-breathing bats in the north, necromancing frogs in the south. Is there anyone left besides us? Oh. But what's like the bat's endgame though?
Spent from his journey, Arlo fell into his father's chair, the one thing still standing in the ashy ruin. It was his chair now, along with the title of Warden of the Wastes. Arlo's shoulders slumped at the weight of it, but only for a moment. The Dark Wings had nearly scorched the ratdom to ash before, and now it was for him to stop them. He was going to rebuild Winter's Edge, a beacon of hope from which to drive back the shadow.
Golden the Winter's Crown, worn by the Wardens of the Waste who were once kings. I might just wear that the whole rest of the game. Plus rough hunter pauldron, basic bat pauldron. I don't know which is better. Oh, so it just has more damage. So yeah, so I'll equip whatever has more damage, I'll equip. Main quest. Recruit Smith. I'll do that first.
Rebuilt walls would not keep Winter's Edge safe alone. They needed weapons and armor, but had no smith. Leaf knew of a master crafter living in the rift, if Arlo was of an open mind.
Open mind, huh? Oh, I gotta go by boat. Got 29 gold. Wonder where the humans are in all this.
The smoke had attracted help in the unlikely form of a pirate.
Pirate?
Captain Blacktail had seen many towns razed in his years, usually by his own paw. A fact he chose not to mention as he offered his services. The ship King Rattus's Revenge would take the young warden wherever he had need to go.
Didn't we know him in the first game? Winter's Edge docks. The Rift. The stinking bogs of the Rift is Bile is glorified, blood-soaked history, sinking ruins are now all that remains of the once great frog empire that ruled from this their ancestral home. Shit, yeah. This is gonna be a journey.
Arlo had heard the tales of battles that scarred the rift at his father's knee. He wondered how much of the stories could be true. The ancestral home to the pond scum, the rift had seen endless war between rats, bats, and frogs. Even the river refused to pass through it now. Its muddy bed was grave to beasts and boats alike.
Stone, clay. Sweet. Gold ore.
Arlo's foot slipped on something that was not another bone. Bottles were littering the muddy path now. Whoever left them could not be far.
There we go. Well, there's more of you. This is a basic encounter. Makes me want to play as a Skaven in Total Warhammer. Golly. You guys were hella violent. Poison antidote. Oh, for more bug juice. I forgot that as a mechanic. There's a bug submarine from the last game. Oh, this is a spider cave, isn't it? Maybe it's a... Oh, I think I need a two-handed weapon, that's why. Quagmire Forge.
More bottles lay outside the forge, which was otherwise as quiet as every other dead thing that haunted this place. The pile of bottles was large, even for one who drinks like a merman.
Ron, the legendary merman, smith of the Bogmire Forge. You want to recruit him, right? Did you just ring Fish Mjolnir? God damn.
Was amazed the merman could swing his hammer, let alone see who he was hitting. A couple of thumps on the head soon brought him to his senses.
So it's like a fish man that drinks a lot. Am I supposed to go into his house? Yeah, I have a feeling he wanted me to go into his house.
Following him inside, Arlo realized this must be the smith. But his furnace was as cold and broken as the merman's spirit.
A merman.
The smith hunted bottles as he told Arlo of his woes. The frogs had attacked the village, kidnapping his wife and apprentice daughters. He would not light his forge until they were home.
All right.
This was a problem Arlo swore he could solve. The smith took some strength from this. He introduced himself as Ron and flashed a grin, telling Arlo the frogs didn't take everything.
Ron the frog. Ron the frog. I should probably save that checkpoint. Also down there's probably where his family is. The spiders. Come on, me, brother. Use your fish power. There we go. That's his underwater forge. Yeah, I definitely need a two-handed for that. This, an hour in, I'm enjoying this.
While hardly a full armory, Ron had what was needed. This two-handed skull crusher was a gift made by his daughters. He put it in Arlo's
Rough bone
paws
armor.
in hope it would help save them.
So the basic Darkwing armor is plus 19 poison resistance. This is negative 19 poison resistance. I think I might need poison resistance a little bit. But now I have a two-handed weapon. Fire axe and then a two-handed, which will help me break through a lot of the other stuff. Now R2. There we go. Brutal. awesome.
Together, the pair ventured on, heading towards the frog camp situated in the ruined temples.
So the spiders just have beef with everybody, right? The whale boneyard. Something tells me this is not where I'm supposed to go yet. Oh, it's back to the village. Oh, so it's a shortcut. Little shortcuts make all the difference. Like, the question is this taking place during the events of the first game as well? Because that would make a lot of sense as to why you don't see, like, Remy and Radis. Or King Remy, and then King Radis is the dad.
At the top of the pile of corpses was one that was not Frog. The smith let out a desperate cry at the sight of his wife, lifeless atop the pile.
They killed his frog wife?
Cried out again.
Or fish wife?
But this time, it was a call for blood.
Hope his daughters are okay. His lady fish daughters, mermaid daughters. This game gets real dark real fast. It does. Don't have that key yet. I mean, I didn't know frogs ate fish. I know fish eat frogs. Wait for it. Damn amphibian. Murder. I mean, if there ever is a third game, I hope we get from the frog's perspective. Well, no, not that. I hope I actually... Because if we're dealing with the bats and the frogs, right? Logically, what other enemy type could they give us? Chickens, perhaps?
The old rat that stood before Arlo was barely able to raise his head, and his one cloudy eye felt as though it was looking through the warden. As Arlo reached out his paw,
I have magic now?
the hooded rat slammed his spear into the ground, imparting his gift onto the young warden. Arlo was glad to have met the old rat. Although he looked old and feeble, Arlo was sure that he was more than capable of looking after himself.
So now I have magic. That's pretty damn cool. It was Odin Rat, Rat Odin. Rodin? Rodin. Why does it never lock on? Is that a beetle? Am I gonna be able to fly that beetle? I'm wondering if I'm able to release him. I want to release him. I want to fly a beetle. The rat's small enough. Like, you happen to always play as the smallest rat, yet you give like the most damage. Let me pick these berries before I save it. Always gotta be wary of a checkpoint. The blue light is a reminder. It's like a bonfire. Petrarch Gulen Gurdenboyle, leader of the Rift Frogs. Odd. That would have killed me if I fell. Let's see what's down here first. Obviously a lot of bones. Like, they don't have guns, but they have grappling hooks. I feel like grappling hooks are a little bit harder to make than an actual firearm. This does just me though. Like a functioning one, like a...
Before Arlo could act, Ron was in the clutches of the enemy.
Damn it. Bro, stay still so I could hit you. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Yeah. This motherfucker was like spamming attacks like left and right. At least I'm at a decent checkpoint.
Before Arlo could act, Ron was in the clutches of the enemy.
So I know who I gotta save the Frost Blast for. God damn. Because they're really intense about keeping her on. Ron the fish man. Berries. Pile of weapons. It's one of the Bolsheviks. Darkwing Blade. How much is that? 20C? I have 39. The trap, poison trap, ice trap, ammo. Rough two-handed backstabber spear. Natural rift shield. Oh, these are all good. I kind of want the ice sword. The two-handed? I think it's one-handed. Yes. 19. Let me sell some stuff. See, the crazy thing is about selling this stuff, I don't know if I'm going to be able to upgrade stuff, though. Like, because you know, some games will have you keep, like, the level 1 item that you could just, like, well, that's actually the exact amount that I needed. Like, some games will have you keep, like, the level 1 item that you can come back and upgrade when to make it super good if you never sold it. I have a feeling this game might try that too. Resistance 6. This is +2 resistance, -1 weight, -2 ice resistance, +9 fire resistance, -30 poison resistance. But, +4 electric resistance. Let's try that. Okay, so instead of a fire sword, or fire axe, that's 15 damage, 8 weight, 10 plus fire damage, 16 damage, 0 plus weight, 12 ice damage. Shit, let's work with it. Thank you, Bolshevik. I do like that they added a magic system. It's pretty sweet. Wonder what else they'll add. Maybe they had it in the last game. I can't remember. It's been 4 years.
Something else came his way.
Oh no.
Tumbling down the temple stair, Arlo was met with another horror. The head of the smith. It was Arlo now.
They killed
took up
Ron?
the battle cry.
They killed him and his wife. Is his daughter still alive by chance? Yeah, his daughters are still alive. Hey, Shrek, going ball leader of the Rift Frogs. Oh wait, now I remember Bestiary. He is weak to ice and poison. Well, it's a good thing I took off the fire damage. That a fucking laser? Why does he have a laser? I'm so confused. Why does he have a laser? That should do it. This is nuts.
Arlo tried not to think of how many friends, old and new, lay dead. He still had more to do. Rita and Ruby were free, but without their father, there was little for them here.
Come back to the
Arlo offered
forge.
them a new home at Winter's Edge, and a forge to continue in their father's footsteps. The mermaids were grateful, and said they would find their way to the keep once they had laid Ron to rest.
Natural rift armor. That's sad, dude. They lost their parents. The Bolshevik guy left, I guess. Hello, Spy Derricus Parker. Oh, I'm 1 HP. Is it because I'm medium weight that why I'm moving slower? Yeah, that has to be. Also, this is the same. It's like -5 base damage, but it's like +7 fire damage. So that you know, it checks out. Because what I want is a light roll. What's all this then? Jagged Bone Pauldron. Rough Tailspinner Lance. What happened to the other stuff you had? Splitting a Tailspinner Fang and Sign of a Master Craftsman. I think I'll wait until I get to the blacksmith because I want to see what those girls can bring up for me. Although I appreciate the frost sword you gave me, it really helped.
A stranger was meditating in the stillness. Arlo gasped. It was a frog. Before he could lift his blade, the frog croaked that he was an outcast, named Short Tongue. He'd come to rebuild the ancestral home of Bogmire Forge, a place for frogs who sought peace. No
Stealth
sooner
Claw.
had they agreed a truce than the two warriors had to fight.
Hold on, I want to take a screenshot of this. God damn. Oh shit. There's no photo mode, unfortunately. I think this game could really benefit from one. Did I get that in the bestiary? Up to lids. Okay. Weakness is fire and poison. Oh, strength is ice. So I gotta equip. Okay, so that's okay. Weakness is fire, poison, strength is ice. So now. That's why the Bolshevik was offering me a poison blade. Okay, I see what you're doing, buddy. 19 poison damage. Shit, you drive a hard bargain there, bud. And it's fire and poison? Yeah, fire and poison. Okay. I am vastly unprepared for this. He was just completely unaffected by my attack. I'm dead. Yeah. Well, at least I have a weapon that will help. Wait. Did I equip it yet? No. So now I will save it after I've equipped it. Two whetstones now.
Side by side, the pair fought well, and the attacker soon disappeared again, back into thin air. Persuaded of the frog's honesty, Arlo left Short Tongue to his quest for peace. In return,
Lightning sword.
Frog swore Arlo would always find a warm welcome there.
They've been at war with the frogs for generations, and yet he's just meeting one samurai frog that wishes to atone for the sins of his people. That's great fucking writing. For me, at least. It's plus 5 electric damage. Doesn't beat plus 20 poison. Dude, this is plus 30 poison resistance, plus 8 resistance. Shit. I like it. I'm curious to see what upgrades the actual blacksmith will have. Odin. Oh, just more traps. And then I'm running. Like the scenery for this game looks amazing, dude. That's the 2D cartoony like style for it. I just genuinely like it. The whale boneyard. Kind of sucks that Ron died, though. You know what I mean? Oh, fuck. I thought it was gonna kill me. I liked Ron. Him and his wife got killed by the frogs. The mer people. And now there's a frog that wishes to redeem himself for the sins of his people's past. Wearing samurai armor, no less. Oh, wait. I have magic. There we go. Poison for the win. Raid Hunter quest, infestation. Oh, so this is how I get more money. Okay. Okay. Bone helmet. Okay, I have 100 plus bones now, so it's fine. So this is the craft one, right? But, oh, so I think I need the recipe to craft the upgrades. That's what I'm thinking. Frog axe. Oh, that's a katana. Do the two-handed stuff. Right now I have the two-handed axe. So wood is poison, rift is lightning or fire, and then bone is thunder. Yeah. Part of me wants a katana, but it doesn't have any benefits to it. Then there's this big guy. Bucket. What's it trying to get me to see? Another Bolshevik. For the glory. Bug juice. Crow person.
Maggie was gifted at finding shiny treasures, but had lost her precious silver spectacles. Without them, she could not even count the claws on her paws. She begged for the warden's help.
Is it here? The spectacles? I'm sure it's somewhere here. I'm certain there's somewhere.
The fear in Short Tongue's eyes unnerved the warden. The rift had a new threat. Tail spinners. Eggs from these 8-legged beasts had hatched, and frogs were their favorite food.
I see. Another Bolshevik.
Short Tongue was right. The rift was infested with tail spinners. Their webs would snare all if they were not stopped. Freeing the frog from the web, Arlo sent him back to Bogmire Forge. Arlo hoped he had not caught the attention of the hatchling's mother.
Side quest completed. I like that little notification that it gives. They'll be at the forge. I see that big ass spider in the back. That's gonna be a boss encounter. I think I have 2 poison weapons. If spider's weaknesses are fire, then I'm gonna need a fire weapon. Although the frostblade is good. It is good. I hear the screams of the innocent. Something tells me the mother's very close. I mean, considering how small rats are, like a big ass spider tarantula might actually be fucking terrifying and like eldritch in nature. I'm just saying. So I think I have to actually accept the quest before I can just go ahead and find her on the map. Pretty sure I could just brush past this guy. Yeah. It was like a consistently spawning enemy. Back to the forge. Mama spider.
Short Tongue shouted at Arlo's approach. The tail spinner queen had taken frogs captive to feed her young. Arlo did not hesitate. This was a fate he wouldn't wish on even his worst enemy.
Tail spinner queen. Any wanderer is quickly webbed and dragged into their nest to the first meal for the brood when it hatches. Okay. Map. The Fishman. Hello, Molshevik. Anything new? Death March shield. Plus 20 poison damage. C 34. Oh, I only had one. That's why.
They crept up on the eight-legged monstrosity as she ensnared another frog in her webs.
I'm like whiffing a lot right now. Just running away, huh? I should not have survived that.
The webbing was thick and tough, but their blades soon cut them to ribbons. Short Tongue sent the terrified frog toward Bogmire Forge.
If giant spiders were kidnapping people in my village, I'd fucking move. That's just me, though. Gonna get a refill on my bug juice. Bats? Shouldn't they be concerned that there's bats showing up here? All the way out here on a different side of the kingdom? Instead of just solely the north? Like, it has to be concerning, right? Like how it says max arrows, but I don't have any ranged weapons yet.
Injured though she was, the queen had no intention of giving up her hunt. Her young hungered.
Ah, damn it. The screen going gray when you're damaged is kind of shitty to me. Like, I don't like that, but it's a mechanic. Those bats were there is just like a fucking distraction, basically. So I just have fire. Yeah, I got fire equipped, so it's not a problem. We can just breeze past the bats. Literally one hit took out my whole fucking health bar, man. One hit. Okay. So let me get this straight. So bestiary. Strengths are poison and ice, so I need something that is poison and ice resistant. So that's what armor I'm gonna equip. So they had on before was negative poison resistance. This is +5. Worry about fire later. Then there's the hat. Do I have electric weapons? For melee? Oh, yeah, this one, actually. +5. Shit, let's try it. Fire and lightning. Oh, wait, what traps do I have equipped? That's an ice trap. The other one I have. God damn. God damn it. These my helpers, helping my teammate. Yeah. Am I medium weight? Is that what that was? Hold on. No, I'm still lightweight. Oh, I gotta re-equip the yeah. Because the Spider Queen uses poison damage. At least the checkpoint's not too far away. I just wish there was one a tiddlywink closer. You're just blowing out steam killing these bats. It works. She ran again?
Another villager freed. They too headed for Bogmire, and Arlo wondered how many more frogs it could take.
Okay, so now it's under where we were just at. Poor dudes. Oh, I didn't even realize this was here. Now I feel silly. The Bolshevik again. He always comes in clutch. What do you have? Well, that's plus 10 poison resistance. That might be... You know what? You're strategically timed, and I appreciate you for that. Fuck it. He knows just what we need when we need it. We are in a bit of a break right now for Twitch, so I am going to hit the BRB button and get something to drink. I will be right back. Moink. Okay, I'm back. I have returned. Let's kill this giant spider lady eating all the froglins. I had a feeling it'd be here.
A dank and unsettling place. It had to be the Queen's lair. Arlo wondered what his father would say if he could see him risking his life for frogs.
Death to you!
The tail spinner queen was dead, and the frogs were soon at work rebuilding the village. The warden was sure mammalian-amphibian relations would be forever changed.
Tail spinner shield. Alright. Negative 30 fire resistance, but... God damn. Thank you, Frog Samurai. Oh, because you got rid of the spiders, now there's more bugs. Repeatable quest. Fish are friends, not food. Fish platter. Tail spinner sword. Oh, so when I pick up something now, they can make more of it. No. Dragger axe. What is it saying I'm missing? I'm sure it might just be bugged. I kind of want to help homegirl find her glasses, dude. see. Seems like a bunch of hidden areas I could potentially explore. Yeah, I'll go look for glasses. Two resistance. Negative 15 fire resistance, but plus 6 poison. Hmm. Hmm. So there's what I want to check. I think these guys are vulnerable to electric and ice. There we go. No spoken words, just hands. Or claws in this case. It's a long walk. Okay. I'm gonna take a while guess and assume there's another key. That's the blue key. That sounds like spiders. I don't have that key either. Oh, there's that. guess I'll just go to the end of the map. Temple Toadspire Ruins. Tailspinner Queen. I'm assuming this is that repeatable quest they were talking about. But I'm curious. I'm not quite there yet. So will they just run away? All the frogs here were killed. I'm assuming there's some fast travel. I've been doing side quests this whole time. I haven't really gotten to the point where I have fast travel yet. At least I don't think. I haven't been paying attention to anything but the combat so far and like the base story. The mechanics I may need to go more in depth on. The third guy just decided to nope out of that. Yeah, I figured as much. bitch. You see how it's just, it sees where you go, so like it changes trajectory at the last second just to fuck with you. That's funny. Do I gotta re-equip my... Yeah. Okay, that's a lot of platforming. Oh. I keep forgetting that's here. Saves me a trip. Suppose I can go under. Sweet. Now I get a whetstone. I'd like to help, but I don't think I can get to any other parts of the map yet. Maybe you left him in the other kingdom? Maybe. Curious if I'm missing anything, but you know, traveling back home. Back in ye old castle. The fish people. Recruit chef.
This much Arlo knew. No rat would rebuild Winter's Edge on an empty stomach. The kitchen had to be fixed and stocked. Leaf suggested Arlo visit the Night Eyes of the Golden Forest, known for their hearty food. Arlo hoped rat wasn't the key ingredient.
Curious to see what the outskirts. God, I can't speak. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I want to find those glasses though. I'm curious what the elements are weak to here, because if it's like a grassy land.
The gold canopy glimmered in the sunlight, held high by the silver boughs. There was no denying the wonder of the Golden Forest.
See that owl in the back with the bow and arrow? Looking back at me. The owl people?
The peace Arlo found beneath the leaves was not to last. A shrill cry cut through the calm, a call for help. The hoots came from inside the bug farm, along with a stench of pond scum and villainy. A frog trap.
At least they're weak to fire. Yeah, weakness is fire and ice. Okay. Mushroom frog samurai. Oh, so they're samurai frogs now. Like the one we saw earlier. One second, my owl friend. I'm a loot goblin.
Grateful for her rescue, Erica the Ranger offered to guide Arlo to the hidden village of Nestminster. Nestminster's entrance was guarded. Under their helmet, the eyes of the guards seemed to glow. Was he prey walking into a hunter's camp?
Well, owls eat rats, so kinda.
Arlo could not help but gasp at the sight. He had never seen a place so ornately crafted. It was nothing like the cold stone of home.
I'd be at unease because owls eat rats.
The Parliament was deep in session when Erica and Arlo entered. The Night-Eye elders listened, still as statues, to the pleading of a chef whose daughter Frey was missing. Erica threw herself forward, proclaiming she would rescue the chef's daughter and needed no help. Then she was gone, leaving Arlo to face the elders alone. The elders' staring eyes unnerved Arlo, but when they asked him to protect Erica, he did not refuse.
This is pretty cool. The different races of like the forest.
Frey's father told them she wanted fish for a new soup recipe. He told her never to go to the dangerous Moonlight Pond, but she was stubborn as she was brave.
Cynthia Cappy.
The chef handed Arlo
Jacqui
a few
P.
poison
E.
antidotes.
Thank you for the
without
follow, dude.
explanation. Arlo wondered what could go in soup that would have him so scared.
Plus 15 fire resistance. Negative 18 weight. Oh, so it's like... Negative 5 poison. I'm not sure what I might need. Natural wood armor, though. It does... I bet it looks nice. The helmet, plus poison. I'll keep my dreads, thank you. Welcome to the stream. What do you... Oh, so this is where I get a bow and arrow. Okay. Owl bow. There we go. Owl quest. Crest. Crest symbolizing the owls of the Golden Forest hangs above the keep's door. Interest to Winter's Edge. I'll gladly buy both of these. Owl house. Houses for new residents of Winter's Edge in the style that owls of the Golden Forest. Yes. Owl blueprint by the smiths that unlocks owl line of weapons and armors. Also yes. Let's see. Natural owl sword, owl axe, owl lance, owl shield. Plus 30 fire resistance. You would think that because it's made of wood, it would be more susceptible to fire. But I guess I'd be wrong. Ranged, here we go. Is that... Oh, I just made that regular katana earlier. Then the rough bone sword. So that's more electric damage, but the frogs we saw had electric weapons, so it's implying that they're resistant to it. Because it said they were weak to fire and lightning. Oh, fire and frost. I like what we're wearing now. That's the smith. Oh. Owl sword. Owl spear. I'm just checking what the shops have. Also, owl axe is like frost. Spear is just regular, and then sword is also regular. Oh, okay. Here's where I get guns. Okay, so this is what I wanted before. So I just have the natural elbow, rift elbow, tail spinner elbow. So iron bow. I'm certain I missed that already. You know. Crossbow. Didn't know I could already have one of these. Something tells me the regular ranged weapons might just be best. So let's see what, so they have guns. Okay. Okay, so I'm curious what a mouse would need with a gun, but I'm not complaining at all. Rift gun, huh? Like, these all look good, but I'm not quite sure what ammos they take, because I've only been finding arrows, and I doubt a gun would take arrows. Crossbow, however. Because I think I have enough to craft at least one of these things. Well, I could craft all of them, but I think a regular one might do best. If the regular one is 30, this one's 31. Let's craft one of these. Whip now. Okay, and then the regular bow. Owl helmet. Owl armor. And I'm just skimming through it, but I want to see, like, you know. Okay. Walked in the wrong shop, ended up coming out with something nice. I'm sure they're gonna let me know how the... Oh. I don't mean to shoot this. Okay, so L1. Okay. So Erica is this way. Oh. Refill of arrows. Sweet.
Erica said they must be as stealthy as the owls of
Oh,
old.
so I would have just got one just by...
She gave him a bow carved from the silver boughs, quiet as a whisper and deadly as a talon.
We equip the crossbow. Because I guarantee later on bullets are going to be really fun to use. They were in the last game. Hello, my owlet. No entry. Sweet. See the big owl in the back. She shadowing us? That Erica's mom. Like, I guarantee it's gonna come up the fact that I have magic suddenly and that people are gonna ask how. And then there's gonna be like Mouse Odin I'm have to explain. Then again, there's no dialogue in this game besides a narrator, which is...
A white feather. Erica knew it was Frey's.
It's an
They were
ambush.
on the right path.
Y'all don't see that? Defeat 25 frogs in combat. There's that big ass lizard in the back. Or snake, what have you. Checkpoint. Guess I can't pre-attack.
A frog scouting party squatted in the mushroom farm. Arlo's arrows would make swift work of them. The farmers emerged, shaken but grateful. Arlo had never met
Badgers?
striped snouts before. Badger brothers Marco and Lorenzo's keen eyes had seen Frey go by, headed for the pond.
They're badgers. That was the guy shadowing us, right? Guess the ladder was out of the question. Oh wait, there's more of them. Wooden shield. Plus 25 fire resistance. Hello. 'Cause right now I have poison. Oh, fuck it. I'll equip it. Probably why they have that station there. That wood. Seems so much far more peaceful.
At Moonlight Pond, Frey was already preparing to leave. Her hunt, it seemed, was not done. With a hoot about an egg, she was gone.
Well, they're birds, right? Wouldn't they feel wrong about eating, well, another bird's egg? Are there lesser intelligent species of birds whose eggs they don't mind eating? These are questions I feel like I need the answers to. It's like near the beginning. Gee whiz. Oh. Grab your basement key. What's in there? Oh. So they have the egg. What the hell's in their basement? Oh, it's a shortcut.
The
Oh.
sky flashed with a blinding light. Suddenly, towering before him stood an imposing figure, his flaming sword heating the air around Arlo. Thrusting his sword into the air, the stranger imparted his gift onto the young warden.
So it's the god of fire.
Could feel the stranger's gift pulsing through his body, filling him with a burning desire to avenge his father and rid the north of the Darkwing scum.
So we had Odin Mouse, Rat Odin. Now we have Rat, I'm gonna assume Tyr, because missing the arm and giving fire. That was Tyr's thing, right? Had one arm because Fenrir bit off his arm.
Tunnels are rarely used by Night Eyes, who prefer an open sky above. Arlo knew dangerous creatures lurked in such dark places.
Like, I'm curious what else. We have fire and ice now. There's gonna be, I'm assuming there's gonna be like lightning. And then maybe, well, I don't know if there's a poison god in Norse mythology. Or rat Norse mythology. Seems a bit too peaceful, Skeeter. Oh, Slither Claw. Weakness is fire and electric. Okay. Oh, that's why they gave me the, Emerald. The Bolsheviks will love that. Where's she going? Oh, it's closer to her thing. What in the fuck?
The air hummed with powerful energy. As Arlo approached the statue,
Ice elemental
he could
power
feel
up.
the strange power pulsing through him again. As the statue calmed, Arlo could feel new strength inside him.
That is cool. So it's an ice upgrade. Is there like no menu explanation as to what the powers are? mushroom, fog charger, fire, and ice. Sweet. Just random mini boss. I could have been here before. Be wrong though. But it doesn't hurt to explore, especially in this game. Need a skull. An owl skull. I'm sure I'll find one. A lot less dead here than there was in the Frog Kingdom. Oh, that's way to cheese that. Another Bolshevik. Don't really think I need to sell anything. Is that a fire spear? I think I already have one of those. Death March helm. Oh, I could only have 2 at a time. Yeah, it's good to have you, Bolshevik. Oh, those are the... Bitch. Do you... Your snake eggs? Do you not see the danger of this?
Found a whole nest of eggs.
It's a fucking rattlesnake.
She was uninterested in who the owner might be. But the mother slither scale was very interested in her.
I see why the vendor was right there. Bitch, don't you know snakes eat rats? Where you at?
Side by side, Erica and Arlo forced the slither scale from its lair. Erica would not leave Frey to travel alone. They would see him back at the Parliament.
I'm just saying rats are like one of the main things snakes are known for eating, and yet it's just like it felt really stupid. Like, it's not just me. Like, oh, I need some eggs, but I thought, because I initially thought, you know, eggs, the first thing you think is birds, but no, she's just like, oh, let me get some snake eggs, even though I'm a small owl and there's giant ass rattlesnakes in the woods. It's just odd to me. She didn't think that would be a problem. You know, owl brained, I guess. I mean, I would initially realize that, you know, maybe I shouldn't go after the bug farm. Maybe I shouldn't go after, you know, something that she'll, like the eggs of something that could eat me. Very effortlessly, mind you.
Erica and Frey held wings as they asked Arlo and the elders for their blessing. They wanted to leave and start their own kitchen at Winter's Edge. All agreed. Arlo hoped slither scale eggs would not be on the menu.
Sweet. Dull slither scale short sword. Slither scale shield. Quest complete. There we go. Mongol Rat, I will do a posture check. Thank you, I just saw that. What's going on, my homie G?
Arlo was keen to head home, but an owl called Sigrid stopped him. As Chancellor, she had a budget for someone to deal with the local slither scale problem. If he wanted the job, he best join her in the Rangers Guild.
So now I gotta deal with the giant ass rattlesnake eggs. See, boss. Okay, so that's the one we fought earlier. Infestation. Centipedes. Yeah, I got clay. I also got these. Brewer's Delight hops. Not much, just waiting for my chargers to get ready for school. Well, heck yeah, dude. Let's hunt the giant rattlesnake. It was anything like the spider.
Owls called for Arlo's help. A ranger had gone to hunt a slither scale. He was seeking vengeance for a slither scale attack that took his family, but Arlo would not let the young ranger go the same way.
Bird.
Arlo had heard the sniffling of the heron leagues away. Ernest was the most skilled fisherman in the ratdom, or had been. In between sobs, he told Arlo he'd dropped his best rod in a well. The warden offered to find it, if only to stop the noise.
The only heron I know of is like that Robert Pattinson movie. That might just be because I don't get out much. Or at all for that matter. Found a coffee shop in London and got to meet Prince William there. Like the actual prince? Look at you on gone an IRL side quest. So I know it's an 8-hour difference, so it's like a... What's 10 o'clock to me is probably like, what, 7 for you? No. Yeah. Actually kind of surprised, man. Like, you never... Obviously, like, he's the one who's part of the royal family, right? Because obviously Prince, so, you know. That's kind of wacky to me. Oh, geez, Rick. Oh, because they know it's going to be another boss fight. Okay.
Arlo found the ranger was already locked in battle with the slither scale. He would not survive long fighting alone.
Wait, is it weak to... Strength is ice, so I gotta... I was gonna use my, my lightning attack. My frost attack. Ran away again.
The young ranger was a fierce fighter, but no match for the slither scale.
Yep, and yep. Yeah, dude.
He barely thanked Arlo for helping him in this fight before he took off, seeking another.
Dog, I don't mean to... I don't want to break it to you, but, might be outclassed. I think a bow and arrow might not be enough to kill an actual, like, basilisk level snake. Found out he likes to go and about with only minimum security so it could seem what normal folks are dreaming of or doing. That I've always found that trend of like people coming from like obscene levels of wealth like that, or like massive political influence that just, or it feels weird saying they're out of touch, but that's kind of what they are, right? And yet they just want to see what it's like to go throughout their day as a normal person. Like, oh wow, this is amazing. I'm like, yeah, it's amazing when you're not in poverty. You know what I mean? Because don't get me wrong, I have no doubt he's a decent fellow, but I feel like growing up with money like that or wealth and influence like that could always, more often than not, it sours people. Because we all hear the stories about like those preppy rich kids that just like end up becoming a menace to anyone around them. But there's always that outlier where there's always one or two or a few good of them. One or two or a few of them who are actually really good people. But you never hear about those guys. You only hear about the ones that are like genuine menaces to society. You know? Needs wood? Yeah, I can give you wood. Oh, so now I could, yeah. He has a warped sense of humor as well. I have no doubt. I mean, I've seen Game of Thrones. I've seen what some, I could imagine what some, nobles may find a bit, how you say, entertaining. Yeah, well, yeah. I see. So he's gonna show up wherever I'm gonna find the boss. That's pretty sweet. I just now realized I could have built all those fast travel points in the first zone, but I'm probably really stupid. Oh, he's here, Skeeter. And I have my fire.
Arlo could not leave him to fight alone. There was no stopping him until the Slither Scale was defeated.
So now I gotta go back down. Okay. I'm picking up what he's putting down. Gives a lot of time knowing I can fast travel now. Yeah, there he is. Yep, wherever the Bolshevik is at, that's where the boss is gonna be. It's taking a long time to save.
The Slither Scale's lair. They would end its tyranny here and now.
Oh, I died. Well, at least I'm at a checkpoint. Pretty decent one at that. Oh, I didn't parry enough. Oh, I didn't parry in time. But I know I can get it. God damn it. I got confused. Yeah, you're picking up what I'm putting down. I forget I have a crossbow. Oh, I thought that was game. Oh, so I just now remembered I had a crossbow. So that leads to a whole new can of beans I could pull off with this. And I didn't think he would be able to be frozen because it says freezing is one of his resistances. There we go. There we go. Dulcimer Scale Spear. Aldrin.
The Slither Scale was defeated at last. The young ranger took no spoils, and with only a brief hoot of thanks, he was gone. Arlo hoped the ranger's thirst for revenge was finally sated.
Sweet. That is pretty damn sweet. Because I love the first game of this very dearly, I will say. Very enjoyable. It was hard as shit, but that's, you know, part of the course with like games like this. Now this is the chef. There was a bird blacksmith earlier. Am I going up? No, I'm going down. Okay, so I gotta go up. And there was Nestmeister. Is there a grappling hook I'm missing? Oh. Oh, I'm stupid. I found a gaming station you might like. Go for it. Like music or like a channel to watch? Infestation. An actual gaming center. Oh. Now when you say center. I have an idea. Like a desk, only better. Oh, like a desk. Oh. I mean, I like the desk I have. I made it myself. Because I'm really stubborn, so I like to build things with my two hands. If I'm able. That might just be a me thing. So there is a what looks like a fast travel point I could make over there. Yeah, link the website all out in chat. Let me just the way I have links I have to like personally allow it. Once it's posted it should be, or like take copy and paste in the chat and see if I have it like that. Because normally like the mods would have to do it, but if I'm here I could just do it myself. Oh, it's weird. It just like comes up as the dots here. Wait, Mongo, you're in the Discord, right? You could probably just post it there and like text stuff. Yeah, hold on, let me give you the / Discord. Yeah. You hop into that and then we should, because I kind of want to see what you're talking about. Because that's a lot easier to see it there. Okay, there's Mongol Rat, you're there. Let me just give you the role. Because I know you're decent, so verified. Post it in tech stuff if you're able to. Because I'm still working out the whole Discord thing. Because I see you there now, you should be fine. We shall see. Because we have an ad break in like 10 seconds. Oh, general, there we go. It's clevins.com. Yeah, okay. Let me look this up. So I'm curious now. Let me go in the intermission. Let me open a Chrome tab. Let's see. Gatling multi-core unit from SK workstation reclinable. Okay, let's see what this is. Oh shit, that's what you mean? Hold on. I've seen these. Dude, these are insane. These actual battle stations starting at only $4,000. Now, I don't want to be tempted by this, but thank you for sharing this, Mongrel Rat. Because funny enough, your name is Mongrel Rat. We're playing a game where you play as a rat knight, so that's awesome. Also, if I had the space and the money for this, I feel like I would eventually fuse to the chair. Like I would never leave. 3-button controls. This is like one of those things that people who like end up like disappearing for months on end have to go through. I'm glad you showed me this. I'm bookmarking this. Because if I ever win the lottery, I won't outwardly say I have, but there are going to be some hints. Starting with one of those. Because, dude, I've heard of those like ultra battle stations that are built into like a scorpion like chair like that. But golly, I can't imagine if I actually had the money to do that and have one of those. Like, you would never hear from me again. Like, set it up with like, damn it, now you got me thinking. That's $4,000 though. That's like a couple months worth of my mortgage. Now I know what you're thinking. Just get a loan. I'm like, I'm not getting a loan for a chair. All right. No. They're voice activated as well. See, now you're giving me even more ideas. Because what if I configure it to activate, or not even activate, but like talk in the voice of Hatsune Miku? It'd be like the ultimate Gooner thing, right? That's exactly what it would be. Like, Hold up, dog. You got me thinking now. That's 1 month's salary. That is a month's salary. So he dropped it in a lake. So what we're probably gonna do, because it is 3 hours and it's already pretty late, we're probably gonna head back to the main village or the main hub, and then we'll see about calling it maybe the main kingdom. I see all those little clouds marked with like all the stuff we have to do now, but a Cluven's battle station. I mean, if I ever get my own house with a whole dedicated office, that's what's going to be there instead of a desk, just that whole battle chair. I'm just thinking logistically it would be great. Bag of herbs. See, a builder's yard.
Winter's Edge bustled again, but now with folk from across the north. All were in need of homes and work. Leaf suggested a new builder's yard would solve both problems. The yard needed a builder, and Arlo knew who to ask.
The Bolsheviks.
Some rats protest at any change to their view. None more so than the elder at Mossbug Farm. If a builder was near, he would know.
If I had one, I'd sleep in it as well as play. You see, you're giving me ideas that I never thought my brain could muster up themselves. So the thing is, because I'm just thinking, if Cyberpunk becomes even more dystopian than it is now, like, you know, the potential of the world becoming more like Cyberpunk, what I'm thinking, as just a kind fella who could have a chair like that. See, my first instinct would be, you're welcome, glad to be evil, glad to be evil. Yeah, you see, it's just, damn it, now I'm thinking about it. So like, if I had that chair, I wouldn't really need a house. I just need a storage unit. All right, a well-furnished storage unit, because that would be the bed. But then if I never left that, you know what? This is Oh, bats. Yeah. All their weaknesses are fire. Yeah, so if I just had a storage unit, that would give me what I would, well, because a well-furnished storage unit that's like, you know, decked out for the winter. Because obviously a storage unit would be a lot cheaper than rent, but I've seen those videos of those people who like lived in a storage unit and were posting like their lives on TikTok about it. And the boyfriend is really dumb because the girlfriend was like living with him in that storage unit, and she was like, why are you telling people we live in here? Now they're like actually checking the units. And I'm just like, you know what? That is kind of on him though. Dark Crusader armor. Hello. That looks awesome. It looks like the Black Templars from Warhammer. But rats. Oh, Dark Crusader. I'm surprised the goddamn Whetstone is still active. I'd be Grubhub's best customer. Oh, dude. Don't even get me stuck. Now you're giving me more ideas. Because there's going to be a point in society where it's going to be more and more acceptable for people to live in storage units because there'll just be... rent will be too ridiculous, or will just be a lack of space. I hope it doesn't get to that point. But we don't know how the world's going to be in 10 years. Golly. Okay, I'll be nice. No more ideas. No, I'm not saying it's not a bad idea. That's the thing. Like, it's kind of smart, actually. Like, if you get a remote job, you could work from that battle station. Then you have to get those online certifications, and they're a bitch to get nowadays. Used to be way easier. Because the more I'm thinking about it... Grub claw. Because here's the thing, I love the Fallout series, and as a kid I always wanted, well, I think it was because to put in perspective, I was born in 1995, and the earliest things people were telling me as a little kid is, oh, Y2K is gonna happen, year 1999 is gonna hit, like the year 2000 on December, like the world's gonna end, everyone's gonna die. Then, you know, Y2K happened and the world didn't end. Then like 2001 happened and you all know what happened there, and so they were like, oh, everything's going crazy, everyone's gonna die. Nothing happened. 2006, oh, it's the devil's year, everyone's gonna die. Nothing happened. 2012, oh, the world's gonna end, the Mayan calendar ended, everyone's gonna die. Nothing happened. So like growing up, like even in my early adolescence and just like my the youngest parts of my life, everyone kept telling me that I was constantly like that my generation was constantly gonna die, or yet, oh, the Bolsheviks, and they have nuclear technology. In the first game, they were like 1920s. Going to log off, my charges are ready for school. Heck yeah, dude. Thank you for dropping by, and thank you for showing me the Clemens battle stations. Clevens? Oh, you know what I mean. Thanks for stopping by, dude. I appreciate you.
Entering the mole hole, the two
Born in 64. Oh, so so you probably have a lot more experience with being told the world's gonna end.
It was clear Arlo didn't have them. They offered to pay him handsomely if he could deliver them quickly.
It's kind of crazy how the mole people have like nuclear technology and like a hot furnace, while everyone above the ground is like Middle Ages. It's implying that society and rat society fell. Maybe? Yeah, look, there's like a whole underground like passageway system. (1964), coincidentally the same year that Operation Snake Eater took place. I'm just saying. Maybe you are Major Zero. I'm wondering if that's a reference anyone will get. Oh, shnikes. There we go. Dead end, it seems. So I fought all those beetles for nooting. Bug burgers, huh? Mines of High Rock, that's what it's called. I think that's a good place to end it. You know, first impressions of Tales of Iron 2, a game I've been very excited for because I loved the first game like wholeheartedly. It was one of my favorites of, because it's obviously an indie studio, so like the dev time is a long time. Because the first one came out in 2021. That was 4 years ago. This one came out 2 weeks back. I've been, been pushing it off, playing it, but now that I'm into it, I see in this start menu, hold on, because we have the owl people so far, the Bolsheviks, the frogs, and the fish people. Do you see the fucking bunny person that's there, like next to the shield bearer? So it seems like everyone's like teaming up against like the bat wings. Like first game, necromancing frogs. Second game, it's like fire breathing bats, which is kind of insane as like a jump from one enemy to another. I'll probably be on again Wednesday because it's Monday. I'll try to be on earlier because, you know, working through a more consistent schedule. Like I said, first impressions of this game, I like it a whole lot. I love the similarity. Obviously, it's going to be very similar to the first game. A few more mechanics I have noticed that are a teeny bit different, which is the inventory system, like the stat bonuses and everything like that, plus the adding on like the whetstones for extra damage. I like that addition a whole lot. And of course, the enemies being resistant to certain things versus like, you know, everyone just broadly taking whatever damage they have. I think that's great. More games should do that.